I'm Marlo with Marlo Gets Fit, coming to you from Grants Pass, Oregon today. And look, I'm a little bit early. It's only 9 o'clock. So today I wanted to cover, I got an email that had some great tips on, there's actually 8 tips on how to stay focused and productive if you're working from home during this big crazy crisis that's going on. So I wanted to share them with you because I thought they were really good. I know I work from home, and so I do some of these tips, and I found a couple that were new and interesting to me, so I thought I would share them. But let me get this shared really quick. I hope you had a great day. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Let's see, share. Facebook is cooperating, I think. There we go. So I hope you had a great day today. It was a super busy day for me today, but thankfully I had my electricity the whole day, so that was great. Yesterday was kind of really crazy because no electricity all morning, but today was good. Got a lot done. It was a productive day for work. And then we had to go pick up prescriptions for my husband, and it's crazy. I haven't been for a while, a few weeks, and they've totally changed things with everything going on. Everything is changing every day, it seems like. But now you don't go into our pharmacy. It's at the clinic up north town, and you don't go into the pharmacy anymore. You go up. They have the door blocked off, and then they get your information, and then you go sit in your car. So they bring your prescriptions to you, to your car, so you don't even go in. It's just crazy how everything is changing, and everything's so different. And drive-throughs, no restaurants, no nothing. And one of our favorite restaurants is actually closed down, so it's kind of sad they're closed down. So we decided to go and have a little bit of find a new place to go, and we got some food to go and did DoorDash, because DoorDash is really popular right now. But I got Mongolian beef. I had that for dinner, which was really yummy. I never tried it at this place before, and I have to say it's probably my number one Mongolian beef, one or two. It's super, super yummy. I did post a picture, so you can check that out. Other than that, not that many updates. I did an okay job at sticking to my exercises today. Not as good because I was working, on a deadline, trying to get something finished, and that's when I have my worst moments. I actually push the snooze for my get up and move alert that I'm supposed to set every hour, and I snooze it a few too many times. So I did get up a few times, did get some exercise in, but not as much as I wanted to. So tomorrow I am definitely committed to getting all my exercise in, because it's so important, stress reliever and all that. So here we go. I just wanted to cover this because these I found really interesting. I know so many people are working from home. I mean, I guess I should say people who are able to work from home. So many jobs. They said even, maybe up to millions of jobs that are switching to working from home because, we're not supposed to go to work, all the social distancing and all that kind of stuff. Get my readers on so I can actually read this really well. And it's like the new normal now, and every day things are changing, and you got to get adjustments, a lot of adjustments. And some people find it really hard to work from home. It is an adjustment. It's kind of a different structure. You have to be disciplined. You have to watch yourself, so you have to, do a few things. And this has some great tips on how to be more productive and be more focused. So number one, this one I find so important. Make a plan for your day and stick to it. Super, super important. It's, thinking ahead keeps you focused, because if you don't have it written down, you're like, what am I supposed to do next? And you kind of wander around, not getting those things done as quickly as possible. And so as soon as you, at the end of the workday, it's great to create your to-do list for the next day. That way you're already in the morning, you're ready to go, you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you can mark those things off of your list. Also, it's a visual reminder of what you've done, and it makes it super easy. And you can set your calendar for your regular reminders of tasks, like weekly status updates and that sort of thing. Number two is to gather contact information. So if you know you're going to be working from home, and you need to be contacting either people you work with or clients or customers, whatever it is, make sure you have all their contact information. You need to have their phone numbers, emails, even if you're going to be communicating via some sort of messenger, you're going to need their username so you can contact them and that sort of thing. Number three, prioritize chat over email. Now, they say that. I totally believe this. Communicating with some sort of chat service is so much better than communicating via email when you're with people that you're working with right away, like quickly. So you can just be communicating back and forth. And they suggest, Microsoft Teams, G Suite, Slack are some good ones. Now, I use Skype. I also use Telegram. Those work really well for me, and it's great because you can set up a little group chat, or you can just chat to individual people, or if you two or more need to talk together, you can put a little group, make a little group amongst you, and then you can chat that way and get things done if you have questions on something you're working on or that sort of thing, and you can respond really fast. Now, another thing though on the subject is you want to be sure and set up boundaries as far as times that you're going to be doing this, because I suffer from this sometimes. Is if I have my chat open, I will be answering it all hours of the day, and you need to set your time. Like if you're working from 8 to 5, then you want to make sure you're not going to be answering it out of those times, because otherwise you can find yourself working like all hours of the day, and you don't want to do that. You gotta set the boundaries for that. So number 4, choose video, not conference calls. So this is great. When you're used to going to the office, you're used to seeing people and interacting with people and seeing their faces and that sort of thing. So it's much better if you can set up a video call versus just a call, so that you're actually seeing the people, you're interacting with them, you're getting those familiar faces. It's kind of a mental thing more, so that you're getting that mental socialization with people that you're used to socializing with. Now we use, for my work, we use Zoom a lot. We use Skype. Both of those can do video conferencing, and there's other things like I think GoToMeeting and lots of other things that let you do that. Zoom seems to be one of the most popular ones, but make sure to establish a good video call etiquette. And this was one that I hadn't heard of, is if you do have some people that are working as a group in one location, and then all the other people are working on their own, like at their own house or something like that, it's a good idea to make even the people that are grouped together get on their own computer, so that they're their own window, so they're kind of at the same level of everybody else. Otherwise it gets a little weird, and it it puts all the participants on the same level, so that they're all in one window in their own little separate thing, versus all of these people are grouped together and they can communicate back and forth while the other people are having to communicate through the software. It just makes it seem a little better, I guess, mentally, that sort of thing. Number 5, don't let IT glitches hang you up. So obviously this happens all the time. My electricity was out yesterday. It's kind of a technical glitch, and sometimes the internet goes out, sometimes your computer locks up, or even just a certain program locks up. Things happen, so you got to be able to get past that. Don't freak out. Calmly try to troubleshoot, figure out what the issue is. Most of the time on the computer, if all else fails, reboot it, and usually that fixes it. So don't let glitches mess you up. Number 6, work around concentration issues. So if you're having a problem, if finding it difficult to focus for some reason at a particular time, do the best you can to find a workaround or distractions. If a project feels overwhelming, break it into parts. You could do the easiest parts first, or however you want to do that, or set it aside for later maybe, and then come back to it. Also, a change of scenery can help. So, transition, maybe you need to move to a different location in the house, maybe something like that. Sometimes I will, I usually work at my desk, but sometimes I'll go sit on the couch. I do have my laptop, or I have my iPad. If depending on what I'm doing, I can move to different locations, and that might help your brain adjust. Also, changes. Also, you could go take a quick walk. That always, wakes you up. There's why, kind of like my exercise that I do once an hour. Do a quick walk, do some quick push-ups or jumping jacks or something like that. That will maybe break it up and get your brain going again. Number 7, set limits on unhealthy screen time. Now, this is a good thing that I've talked about before about the news. You want to stay away from too much of the news. All coronavirus all the time is not good for anybody. It's not good for your mental health. Totally bad. Now my puppy just came in here. So you don't want to do that, because it just is so stressful. It's going to make you much more stressful, much more freaked out, and you're not going to be able to concentrate on your work, because you're going to be focusing on that, and you're going to be, what's the latest news, and you can't focus on what you're supposed to be doing. So number 8, break up your day in a healthy way. So breaks are very critical, and they're reinvigorating. So every day they say to step away, take your lunch, take your breaks, take a little time to get your brain out of it for a second and, you know, do a little exercise again. You could do some squats. You could do some of the 7 exercises that I have, you know, leg lifts and jumping jacks, and I have a jump rope that I've been doing, or I have a Versa climber that I do, some sort of something to break it up. But then you have to make sure you get back to work. You can't be doing that too long. You know, you gotta get back to being focused and that sort of thing. So hopefully this helped you out, and it did give a little reminder to, you know, the reason that we're doing this is so we can help flatten the curve and stop the spread of the virus as quickly, so it doesn't, you know, overwhelm the hospitals and that sort of thing. So hopefully we're able to do that and help out, and hopefully you are able to work from home. Another thing that I find, because I work from home all the time, is definitely a comfortable work area. You want to, you know, sitting at the kitchen table is okay for a little while, but it kind of gets old and your back starts to hurt, and maybe your butt, because the chair's not that comfortable. It is so nice when you have a really comfy chair. If you have your desk set up correctly, you have a nice monitor. I have 2 monitors. I have one large one, and, you know, so it doesn't strain my eyes. And, you know, you're able to reach your keyboard comfortably, because if you're overreaching or this or that, you start to get backaches, and it's just not comfortable. It doesn't help you for very long. So that's one of my tips to add in there, and hopefully those help you out. So, you know, if you are someone that's been affected by this and you are looking to make some extra money from home, I would be more than happy to share with you what that I'm doing, and, you know, just reach out to me and I'd be happy to talk to you about that. And that's all I've got for today. So happy Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Tomorrow's Wealth Wednesday, so get ready to, you know, pay for the person behind you in drive-through, or probably leave an extra large tip, or maybe do something online, since we won't be going into restaurants and that sort of thing. But there's lots of things you can do to, you know, do a random act of kindness for a stranger, and it's so fun. It makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. And have a great rest of your evening. I'll talk to you in my next video.